I'm Lil Xan. If you want this look, watch the video. What are we starting with?
So I think we're gonna start with Xanarchy, and
Okay.
Xanarchy is gonna go like right over your eyebrow right here. So I'm just kind of using like water to put this on. It's pretty easy, and it's easy to get on. It's easy to take off. That's what I like about it.
How long does it last?
A couple of days actually, if you want it to. Obviously, I don't know if you want to be walking around with, you know, face tattoos for a couple of days, but definitely it'll stay on for all of Halloween. And then you can take it off right away, or you can keep it on for a couple of days.
Yes. Let's start.
I really love Kat Von D's tattoo liner. She's had this on the market for a good couple of years, and it's been one of my favorite things I've ever used for recreating tattoos. It's also my favorite for eyeliner.
This was his first face tattoo.
This was the first one.
Yeah, it was Candy's his mom's name.
Oh,
And he
okay.
thought she's gonna be mad, but she'll be the least mad if it's her name.
Wow. I know that he has a little candy heart underneath it too. So I just thought it was for the candy heart. I didn't realize it was specifically for mom, but that's really sweet.
Fresh take on the traditional mom tattoo.
Exactly. If I ever make a mistake or anything like that, basically what I just do is I love pointed Q-tips because you could do such precision with them. I just kind of wet it and do a quick little cleanup.
He's only 22, you know.
22? Well, he's
It's a big commitment. Well, he wants to quit already. He said it after Mac Miller passed. So we'll see. I'm sure he will change his mind. He's also said that he can't go into another line of work with all of his face tattoos.
Right. Clearly. I mean, he could become a tattoo artist.
True.
Well, I think he brings up a good point because there is so much pressure, especially right now, for you to keep up with the success at such a young age. And becoming famous and rich and everything like that at such a young age it's extremely stressful. And I read a small thing that Lil Xan said about he's always feeling anxious and he always feels anxiety. And I think that comes from the pressure of being in the industry and having to stay up to, you know, a certain standard.
But it's nice that he's, any of his recent news is not Xanax or drug related.
Right.
He just went into the hospital for flaming hot Cheetos.
What, excuse me?
He, I guess it just tore something in his stomach. I don't know.
Flaming hot Cheetos tore something in his stomach and he had to go to the hospital for that? Well, I mean, it's way better than going to the hospital for drugs.
Yeah, oh yeah. He said hot Cheetos are a hell of a drug. I feel the same way.
I love his attitude towards this whole thing. That's kind of amazing. So I guess now what we'll do is the newest tattoo that he has is the crying eye.
If I don't have an artful hand, what would I do if I can't draw them in?
I would say maybe even find a friend or a family member, somebody who can kind of look at the photo and just recreate it as close as possible. But that's the fun of Halloween. It doesn't have to be exact. I think most people, when they see that you have the tattoos on the face, they'll get the gist. They'll totally understand.
What do you think his real name would be if it wasn't?
Oh my God, what his real name is?
Yeah, what do you think he looks like?
Sean. He
Oh,
looks like
I
a
could
Sean.
see that for him.
Totally a Sean.
I think it's Diego.
Is his name really Diego? Oh my gosh, okay.
But I like Sean better. We should.
I see him as a
reach out to
Sean.
him. What is this one you're doing now?
Okay, so the one over this eyebrow says Memento Mori, and it means remember you'll die.
They're not itchy. Sometimes with like temporary tattoo transfers, they're itchy, but this feels good. It feels natural.
This one's actually really good because it's the adhesive that's on it is very, very thin and it's very sheer, so it goes on and you won't really see it. So after we're done, I'm actually going to put something over it where it will look completely flawless. You won't see any shine or anything like that. So when you're putting on the tattoo, you just want to make sure that you're pressing pretty firmly with a lot of water. Like more water is not bad.
Okay.
And then as you're putting it on, you want to make sure that you're pressing it down. And then as you pull it off, you don't want to pull it up. You want to slide it down, like away. So this is kind of how I do it. And then if there's anything that pops up, you just want to kind of pat it down. You also want to make sure that when you're putting the tattoos on, you're putting it on clean skin. You don't want to have any kind of suntan lotion or makeup. So you just want to put it on nice, clean skin.
And when it does come time for taking it off, it's easy with makeup remover.
Yeah, makeup remover. What's really good for it also is like baby oil or coconut oil, anything that will break down like some sort of adhesive. Kind of like the back of a Band-Aid, how it kind of gets a little sticky. And right now there is a U right above the eyebrow or the eyelid. So you want to be careful in spots like this, but thank God we're only using water, so there's nothing that's unsafe that's going on the skin. Because if you're doing something like, there are transfers that are made out of alcohol, you have to be super careful with them because they can dry out the skin. Also, if you're doing something where you're putting it on the face, you just want to make sure you don't get alcohol in your eye. Obviously, that wouldn't feel very good. Now, I use a very large sponge to put these on, but really what you could do is you could use like a paper towel, a wet paper towel, or a cotton pad, cotton balls. That works also. Okay, so now when you're doing something like this, you don't want to stretch too much. Stretching could definitely cause distortion, and it could cause it to wrinkle and come off a lot quicker. So it won't last the rest of the night if you stretch the skin too much.
Which one of his would you pick if you had to get one of Lil Xan's face tattoos?
If I had to pick, oh man, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of the candy heart.
I do too.
I think that's my favorite out of all of them. Okay, so this is our last one. Couldn't wait. Had to get the flaming hot Cheetos, huh? Well, I just want to make sure we don't have to go to the hospital. Are you going to be okay with those? So if you're going to set the tattoos, you can use a little bit of powder. If you don't have like a colorless powder, you can use just like a regular makeup powder. But I just lightly dust it. I used to use baby powder in the past. It just tends to have a little bit more of a white metallic look to it, so I don't use it that often. But I just use like something like this so it doesn't have any color into it. So I think all the tattoos are set.
All right, I'm gonna finish my transformation. Pussy tastes like Skittles.
Okay guys, so this is the complete Lil Xan look. You can get all the tattoos on inkdays.com. We have all the tattoos ready for you. And for the entire month of October, they'll be 50% off.
Jenai, what's the code for 50% off?
It's INKED50.
Inked 50, Xanarchy.
Bye.